2023 was a really weird, odd year in terms of sneakers. Just because there was releases that came out that I thought were going to do well, that the masses kind of thought were going to do well, but then they released and they really weren't as popular. They sat around, even went for below retail. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing at all. I mean, sneakers were readily available this year. I mean, you didn't have to fight people for it. You didn't have to come out of your pocket and pay resale each and every single time you wanted a sneaker. But there was a few releases this year that like... really flopped. And I'm not talking flopped in terms of resale. I mean like flopped as in like people just didn't want the shoe. And the one that stands out the most to me are these right here. We're on that road to 13,000 subscribers, and we just did a giveaway on the live stream for the Air Jordan 3 White Cement, which is sneaker of the year in my personal opinion anyways. But we're going to run this back at 13K and 14K as long as we reach those goals by the end of the month, and time is running out, so I need your guys' help to share these videos out, let everybody know what we got going on over here so we could give away more sneakers. Now, if we hit 15K by the end of the month, which is a humongous task, time is definitely running out, we will run a major giveaway that's open to everybody for either winner's choice for the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found, or the Air Jordan 3 White Cement, or even a Travis Scott Black Phantom in your personal size. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe up and just share the videos out, let everybody know what we got going on over here so we can give away more of these sneakers. Now this sneaker right here, this sneaker really kind of surprised me that it flopped so hard. And it wasn't necessarily because, I thought that this was going to be worth a whole bunch of money or anything like that. I'm not talking about resale in this video. I'm talking about people not wanting the shoe at all. And if you guys don't already know what it is, this is the Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined. And I thought that this was going to do a whole lot better. For one, it's an OG colorway, right? This is an original colorway back from when the Air Jordan 1 first started, right? This is a straight classic. And even though it's not as popular as like the Breads or the Chicagos or something like that, I thought that this one would move because, we had the reimagined Chicagos, which broke the internet. And then this past March, we got the White Cement 3s, right? And this sneaker did really, really well. Everybody wanted this. So whenever I saw these on the release calendar, I was like, that might be a little bit of a problem just because it's dropping around holiday 2023. It's an OG colorway. The Reimagined series has been going really, really well. And then the sneaker was about to release and it seemed like nobody wanted it. They did exclusive access on these, I believe it was. And they didn't even give me exclusive access right from jump. And people weren't buying it. Like this sneaker sat. Like they gave me exclusive access like way, way, way later from the time that they originally dropped it. And these just sat on there, and then they released, and they dropped something in the neighborhood of, just on the Nike sneakers app, something in the neighborhood of like 700 and something thousand pairs, 750,000 pairs, somewhere in there. And man, this sneaker is still available, it's still sitting, and it just seemed like nobody wanted it. Now, it could be for a couple of reasons. One being they did a material switch up on this, right? Reimagined. So instead of doing the leather, right, they gave us like this nubuck suede kind of material all over, which honestly, this ain't a bad shoe, right? I actually doubled up on it. This is my double up pair, and I got these below retail. I paid like $156 or something for these, and just a few dollars under retail or whatever, 30 bucks under retail or something like that. But I don't know, man. Was it the material change? Was it because nobody really wanted Royals, or because they already had leather Royals? Because that's all kind of like a fair point to not pick it up if you already have the OG Royals or something like that. I probably wouldn't have bought these either. But I don't know. To get all the Reimagines all together, to keep collecting them, I thought more people would at least come out for it, right? Even just because it was the holiday time. But no, this sneaker is still sitting on shelves. Now, some people said that if it was more like the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found with like the aging and stuff like that, maybe like the crackled here on the front toe box or something, maybe people would have been more interested in seeing a, Lost and Found version of the Royal, more so than the suede. And I'll be honest, man, like I would like this sneaker a whole lot more had they done something like this for this, but they didn't do that. And so whenever the sneaker came out and it sat, man, like I was really surprised that A, nobody seemed to want the shoe, and B, you know, Jordan Brand like pretty much killed this release with the amount of pairs that they put out. But I kind of feel like Jordan Brand might have overshot their hand a little bit with this one. Maybe because the Lost and Founds were so successful. Maybe because the Air Jordan 3s were so successful. You know, we're talking like around 300 to 400,000 each of those releases. They figured they would make a whole bunch of pairs of these and people would buy them up, and you know what I mean? It would satisfy like the hunger for the Reimagined series, especially going into holiday 2023. But man, like, it just didn't happen for this release. And I know some of you guys will probably point out maybe some other releases that kind of flopped, but I think this one was the biggest sneaker flop in 2023, at least in my personal opinion. I mean, comment down below and let me know if you can think of another sneaker that you thought was going to do really well in terms of people actually wanting it. I'm not talking about resale. I'm talking about people actually wanting the shoe. And then when it released, crickets. Nobody wanted it, sat on shelves, going for way below retail. You know what I mean? It seemed like it was almost like a waste of release, like a waste of our time. But this, in my personal opinion, man, is not a bad sneaker. I don't necessarily know why everyone seemed to pass on it, but I got 2 pairs of them. It's actually a really nice shoe, but, you know, there's definitely other, you know, Air Jordan 1's way better than this. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the best Air Jordan 1 that I've gotten in a long time. It's just not. But, I mean, just to add to the collection, something a little bit different as far as the materials, the Air Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined really isn't that bad. As always, thank you so much for your time, your attention, and all the support you guys always show me. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys in the next video real soon. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.